Okay, so we figured out all of the odds for all the different prizes: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth prize. Now, first prize, remember the chances of winning first prize is 6 out of the 6 numbers, chosen out of 59 numbers, is 1 out of about 45 million. But since you're allowed to play 2 games for each dollar you spend, then a dollar is the minimum you can spend, then your odds are obviously 2 out of 45 million. Same thing we found out, then therefore the chances of getting 5 out of the 6 numbers plus your 6th number being the bonus number when you have 2 games to play on 1 ticket is 2 out of about 7.5 million. Third prize third prize is 5 out of 6 numbers without the bonus number mattering. The chances are 2 out of 141,000. Fourth prize is getting 4 out of the 6 numbers with the bonus number not mattering when you play 2 games on 1 ticket is 2 out of 2,180. And fifth prize, getting 3 out of 6 numbers between 2 games, is 2 out of 96. So what you would do is you would just, what are the odds? So what are the odds of winning anything at all between 2 games, 1 ticket? And what you do is you would just literally just add everything, all of those odds up. The odds of winning everything, add them all up. And so, but obviously the numbers they have all different denominators. So we just find, very simply, we just find the common denominator. And so we just add the first 2 simplest numbers, find the common denominator of the 2 simplest numbers, and so then we found the common denominator of what are the chances of winning 4th prize and 5th prize. In order to add them together, we have to find the common denominator. What we do is we multiply each number that we're adding by 1. But the way we multiply by 1 is you use the denominator of the opposing number as both the numerator and the denominator as 1. So 2 out of 96 times 2180 over 2180. And that gives you this number right here, 4,360 over about 209,000. So then the 4th prize, 2 over 2180. You're really multiplying by 1, but you're using the denominator on the top and the bottom, the denominator of the opposing number. So it's 2 over 2180 times 96 over 96. So now you have a common denominator of 209,280. And then you basically, then you can just add these up. And so your chances of winning 4th or 5th prize is now 4,552 over 209,280. Okay, so we added the numbers together, and we got the common denominator, and we added them together. We got 4,552 over about 209,000. Now, when you divide 4,500 and change by 209,000 and change, you get 0.02175. Now, one way you could express of saying the odds of winning, the chances of winning 4th or 5th place, is then you multiply this number by 100, and now that tells you the percentage of getting 4th or 5th place, which is 2.175% chance of winning 4th or 5th prize. And another way of putting it is you take the reciprocal of this number, which is dividing 1 by this number, and then if you divide 1 by this number, the 0.02175, you get 45.975, rounding it up to 46, and you could say you've got 1 in 46 chance of winning 4th or 5th prize. So we found out what the odds of winning 4th or 5th place was when you played the lottery. But let's say, what about adding, we have to adding all these numbers up in order to find out what are the chances of winning anything. So we're adding them up one at a time because we have to find the common denominator each time we add them up. So this was the number that we got in order that determined the odds of getting 4th or 5th prize. Now, chances of winning third prize when you get it, when you play at one ticket, which is 2 games, is 2 out of 141,000 and change. So we're going to find then we have to add that up to this number here. We're going to find a common denominator by multiplying each of the numbers by 1. But when we multiply them by 1, we add, what we insert is the denominator of the opposing number in both the numerator and denominator, which still represents 1. You're going to multiply this 2 over 441,000, multiply both the numerator and denominator by 209,000 and change, which is the denominator of the opposing number, and you're going to take this number and multiply it by 141,000 over 141,000, which is the denominator of the opposing number that you're adding it up to. All right, so what we're doing is we're adding the odds of winning 4th or 5th place together with the odds of winning 3rd place together in order to get the odds of winning 3rd, 4th, or 5th place. And so we found the common denominator by multiplying by 1, which is the opposing denominator, the denominator of the opposing number, putting that in the numerator and the denominator. And what you can do is, when you multiply it out, you're basically adding 418,000 over about roughly 29 billion plus 645 million over, again, same denominator, a little over 29 billion to get 645 million and change over a little over 29 billion. And what it is that then when you divide 645 million by a little over 29 billion, you get this 0.0218. Now that could be expressed by times that number by 100, and you could say the chances of winning 3rd, 4th, or 5th place is 2.187%. Now that's, I rounded a bit, took the liberty of doing some liberal amount of rounding, but that's pretty damn close to what the actual number is, which is, I don't remember off the top of my head, but remember, that's not that far off from what just winning 4th or 5th place is, without adding the possibility of winning 3rd place. It really doesn't add that much value in terms of odds, in terms of probability of winning anything. And when you take the reciprocal of this number, 1 divided by 0.02187, you get 45.7, meaning that it's 1 in the chances of winning 3rd, 4th, or 5th place together, either any of those three, is 1 in 45.7, rounding it up to 1 in 46, which is the exact same number that we figured out when you round it up to a whole number. That's the same exact number. 1 in 46 is the same odds you'll get when you just want to when you're seeing if you can get either 4th or 5th place. That's, when you round it up, the odds up to a whole number. Meaning that, once you get past a certain point, it's like adding pennies to solve the national debt, which is trillions of dollars.